Everything has to start somewhere, and the VShojo Cinematic Universe started with Nyanners, her amazing origin story. Today we're going to react to it with the context of all VShojo lore up until Haruka's. So let's go. Oh, I always love how creepy the beginning of this is. It always gives me goosebumps. And it's fully voiced in Japanese. Absolutely impressive. I love this. Look at that. Just look at that. It's just so creepy. That's Nyanners. And that is Ezzydesu. Oh, the soundscape is so good. This is such a cool thing, because when this video was made, it was not meant to be part of a larger universe. Actually, it was just meant to be standalone, somewhat tied in with Iron Mouse. It was also ordered around the same time, but now with Haruka joining and so farther down in the VCU, things are actually connected together. So you must travel beyond the edge to where seeds of life may yet remain, the farthest edges of the expanse. Guess who the seed of life in our scenario is? Haruka. But the fact they're talking about seeds of life and this video is now canon in the greater lore, there are more, or there have been at some point. But Haruka is at least the seed of life in our direct vicinity. We might meet more, but she might as well be the last one. Oh, this is also like such a cool detail. To think that she has been alone drifting in space ever since she was created and got her purpose, like her direct task, that she started to forget who she was. That's so absurd. You can't wrap your head around that skill. She is an ancient being floating around in deep space. There's no life in any close vicinity, and you've been alone for so long that you start to forget who you are. This is like chilling. The scape of that is brilliant. That caught me off guard the first time I watched it, and it's still so nice. And look, she's creating something. It's a companion. And we all know the companion. Welcome, Goro. I love him so much. Oh, this... Okay, I need to stop pausing as much, but this is also like a really cool detail. She can barely remember who she is, so she just knows like the start of her name, Nyarlathotep. That's like her name, but she can't remember it, so she just says Nyar, and then she just glitches, like she buffers. But her new companion just says, "What did you say? Nyan? You're Nyan now," and that's how she got her name at the start. Like, that's how she became Nyan. I think Natasha Nyanners is just when she became more sentient and actually picked up a proper name. But this is how Nyan came to be. He's so cute. Goro. I feel like that's not how Goro looks like. Just wait. Yeah, that's how she says it. A seed world. This is where a seed of life resides. Oh, it's so good. Light the beacon of chaos. That's what she came to do. Light the beacon of chaos to alert Ezzydesu, like the big scary being, where the life resides, so he can come and suck it all up. Wait, hold up. Okay, hold up. Did I hear that correctly? Listen closely. Is that anaconda? This is a Mesopotamian civilization that just got the short end of the stick. Jen came to terrorize them all. It's absolutely terrifying. I never heard it, that there is anaconda in the background. Also sung by Nyanners. This lore is so wild. I've watched it like 5 times, if not more, and still gives me chills. Like, look at that. She is literally draining. It looks like life force, but she describes it as sanity. She's literally draining everything that makes a human being something that's beyond the husk or an animal. She just drains it and nothing is left. And it's terrifying, but the art is so good. Here we go. Miss Cloud's scary tentacles. Mousy can be so scary. It's so cool. Right, she was. That little detail of Mouse saying this world is nigh unbreakable, it has been such a powerful statement throughout the entire lore. Not just this video, but on several other occasions. And I feel like that is going to be written into like a lot more core pieces of the lore. Like, there's something about this world that's special, that's unbreakable, but also why so many worlds come together on Earth, or at least in this cinematic universe. It's so powerful, and I love that it has been written in the lore from the start, and it's still relevant and it's still added upon. Mary is a genius. Yeah, the world is unique. Haruka! Oh, that's also an interesting thing we learned. This is Haruka, but this is not her physical form. We learned in her video that she just astral projected over the world. She didn't really have a physical form until much later, but she could astral project over it. That is like huge, but she's still like, her powers are so strong that even when astral projecting, she can make such an impact on the actual physical world. Not just traveling around and just appearing as a spirit. And that's also what happened. They defeated her and just locked her beneath the ice in a weaker form of herself. She's so weakened that she forgot even more of who she is. And that's an asteroid. The ice is breaking.
聞こえるか？
光があなたは誰？
俺だよ。
And there are 2,000 years of no Nyanners. Has been so long. Goro is so cool. Yeah, it has been 2,000 years since she has been locked up. That's also like a scope that you can't really comprehend. Like, the civilization we saw was like Mesopotamian or something. Like, literally like from the time of Jesus. Super primitive. It's so long ago as well. To see how far humanity has come, but also not really in the time. It's so impressive. And also, I love how it's written in like the timeline of humanity in a fictional story that's not even that detailed, but still is. Let's just continue watching.
ゴロ
I love the touch of the bathing robe.
ゴロは必死にこの世界を探し続けた。長い間は手がかり一つもなかったけど、氷の中から私の最後のエネルギーはあぶり出された。2000年もの間、私はシベリアの凍っている海の中に閉じ込められた。人類はとっくに進んだ。私のことを忘れた。
I think this happens around like second half of last century, like 70s, 80s.
人類はかつて拝んだ粘土心臓のように世界を好きな風に曲げた。月さえ人間の手から逃れなかった。そして私は起きた。
This outfit is so cute.
二人とも古代魔法をほぼ使えなくなったり、この世界を探検して人間の甘くたく
Yeah, and they still fed on the sanity of humanity, but not as wild as they used to do.
いずれ私の指導を果たせるようになる。私は
So this is actually like really cool. Like, she became weakened. She is now in a weakened form after she was defeated by Haruka and locked up beneath the ice. But she's still working towards her goal because with regaining a little bit of her energy because Goro sacrificed his own, she regained a little bit of her memory as well. And the more she recovers, the more sanity she drains, the more she actually remembers. And that's actually seen throughout other videos where Nyanners is present. And this will remain to be her main purpose, lighting the beacon. Even though she eventually stops wanting to, it still is her purpose. But right now, she is just like going around like a anime vampire, just feeding until she's satiated. But she's just draining one human at a time. So she's not that dangerous at the moment. Like we saw earlier in the video, how she just devoured an entire civilization and still wasn't enough. Yeah, this is one of her victims, basically. Just look at that. Oh, and the sounds of it. It's like, oh. Yeah, that's what I said. The more of sanity she drains, the more memory she gets back.
もう疲れたの。ゴロ、アニメーションが見たいの。この人の正気を吸い込んだ。よう済んだ。
If she drains sanity of someone, she inhabits a part of their personality. And I think this guy was just a weep, or just a G-Gen in general. So that might have triggered it. Or I'm not completely sure, but it could also be that the more sanity she drains, the less hungry she is, and the more normal. You see that with vampires too. If they're hungry, they become a lot more wild and unpredictable. But if they eat well enough or like feed well enough, they're actually pretty regular people that are barely different from humans, aside from their physical features, of course. Look how cute. Look at the kitty ears.
この生き物、あなたに似ている。
It really looks like she lost all her brain cells.
やるよね。そっくりでしょ。
Goro's like, okay, I'm just going with your antics. Look how cute Goro is.
何これ面白すぎる
That's so cute. Poor Goro.
笑えるわ数日が数ヶ月になり数ヶ月が数年にそして数年が何十年にもなった人間の正気を吸い込むことさえ面倒くさくなったそしてある日はもうやめてしまった何時間も見てた海外 VHS の中
I still love this image so much. Like we have Hime, we have Fruit. Oh, you can barely see Hime behind my camera. We have Centrea, her old form, Silver, Melody, Iron Mouse, and then I guess this is Faye? This must be Faye. Yeah, it's still old form. So much boober, come on, chat.
どこでもあるようになったインターネットの誕生で人類は集合精神へ一歩近づいた私はアメリカへ引っ越し新しい友達が
That's so funny. A demon, a lich, a wolf, a dragon, and an AI. Some kind of alien robot thing with large boobs. Yeah, that sums it up.
とても巨乳なでもそれはともかく私とゴロはいい生活を作り上げ
Nyanners is so cute.
それはもちろん昔から授けられた指導のために人間の正気を吸い込んだりすることもいいけど他の好きなことができた例えば歌を歌ったり I finally understand the love you had for me was
This is so cute. This concert is actually something that happened in real life, and it is the start of how VShojo started to add real life events into their canon timeline, which makes it a lot more easy to actually make a proper timeline because we actually have a date for this concert. And there are other things that are also dated in this in the VCU and on IRL. So even though there's a whole fictional storyline, they take pieces of the real world, which is so nice. But this is a point in time that comes back in several other lore videos. Some things happen just before, just after, during, and we don't see them happening at once, but they just happen side by side, and it's really cool. I just want to make you guys aware of it if you're watching other lore reactions of mine. This is a fixed period in the time. I think there are like 3 or 4 that are really important because they happen in several videos, but with different people. Those outfits are so cute, by the way. I think they just thought it was part of the show. Oh.
私のノクでも宇宙に浮かんできたのに体勢の上に立つことだけであんなに怖いの
Imagine being an eldritch being and you have like fear of being on stage. I doubt that it was brainwashing. With what we know of Gunrun by now, I doubt it was brainwashing what got her into VShojo, because Gunrun is a lot smarter than we think he is. He knows a lot more than we think he does. And I think Nyanners was on his radar long before it was the other way around. Oh, I want to kick that guy. I hate him so much. That's terrifying. It's the dude. Mousy! Yeah, she knows who Nyanners is. Nyanners just doesn't remember they already met. Mousy can be so scary.
あなたは明かりを照らしてなるべきものを簡単になれる。 それかそんなことを忘れて
I still wonder how they made those Ezzydesu sounds.
友達でしょ。この惑星もあなたの居場所になってきた。
Mousy.
過去なんて忘れちゃえ。前へ進もう。マスちゃん。空気を吸いに行く。私に声を上げるな。このケムクじゃら宇宙人。
Mousy's not having got our shit.
あのスタッフさんの5分だけ地獄へ爆発に送り出すわ。だねゴロ。
Here we go again. Seed of life was explanted throughout the expanse and harvested since the beginning. Chaos and despair must be witnessed by life. There you have worlds which lie unharvested, and so you must travel beyond the edge to where seeds of life may yet remain. The farthest edges of the expanse light the beacon of chaos, so that we may wake from our slumber once again and devour existence. That's one hell of a task.
バカみたい。私が明かりを照らして全てを破壊するというの？この世界、私の頑張ったこと、出会った人、楽しめた時も。
This is where it shows that when you're born something, but you aren't that thing, it's so hard to distinguish the two. Like, of course, it's in her nature, but once she forgot about it and could live as something else, she realized that she doesn't need to do the thing she was made or born to be or born to do. She realizes it's pointless and she sees it from a different point of view. It's like, how do I explain it? Like, you are something from nature, but also something from nurture. Oh, there's so much intricacy in this lore of hers, and this is just the first appearance of her. It's so good. I'm always pumped up when I watch Nyanners lore.
私の友達も全てが無意味というの？この世界がアザトースをまた数百万年の生かせるための食事なの？そんなのつまらない。お前は混沌とその生み出される楽しさに入れないというのなら、私がこの世界をもらう。アザトース。
私の番号を入れたよ。気楽に連絡してね。
Mousy, I love you.
あなたがいつもブツブツ言ってる宇宙の話とか聞きたいし、それにやってほしい友達もいっぱいいるよ。
アイアンマン。永遠に広がる宇宙空間の中には。
Oh, I forgot this was in this video too.
そしてその冷たき。
Okay. I have not reacted to her newest lore because obviously I want to do it in order. This structure is in her newest lore. It was, I think, also the place where she was in the VShojo trailers that I reacted to in a previous video. And I think this was also in the trailers, the teasers. This was, I think, what was shown where Centrea was. It was just a desert and a weird structure, I believe. I forgot about this. Oh, that's actually interesting. Okay. Are those the beacons? No. It's just a alien structure of sorts.
混沌と災害を呼び出すことが私の運命だった。私はアニメを見て、朝5時に寝て、ゲーム配信して、そして好きなコントの呼び出してやるわ。
The good kind of chaos. Yeah. Look, that's her book.
この世界を台無しにさせないわ。バカ老人め。ここの混沌は
The Necronomicon.
私のもの。ここのエンターテインメントも。
That's, by the way, a wordplay on the Necronomicon. I think that's like a returning book kind of thing in several mythologies, or at least fictional mythologies. So she just catified it. It's really funny.
人も希望も 絶望も全部は私だけのもの。私一線の顔を持つ暗黒の使者
Oh, look at that.
この世界を自分のものと命じる。
Merryweather is so goated with his writing. Like, damn. But also, everyone's voice acting, Nyanners' voice acting in Japanese. I don't think Merryweather Media and VShojo knew what they started with this video. This was the first one. So yeah, that was Nyanners' Origins Lore. This was the first video in the VShojo Cinematic Universe. They did not intend to make a connected universe at this point. Like, they legit did not. Like, I don't think it was even meant to be somewhat interconnected with the Iron Mouse lore. Yeah, it was Iron Mouse lore. It was Lore of Booby that was ordered around the same time. But this was the start of it, and it's so good. Nyanners' lore, I think, is one of my favorites. I think if I had to rank it, it's Nyanners, Iron Mouse, and then the whole Project Melody Centrea arc that we had that was resolved in one of the later videos that I have reacted to in a previous video. So click on the card somewhere up here or in the description below. But Nyanners' lore, it just spans over several arcs in several storylines. It's connected to Iron Mouse's lore, but it's also connected to Haruka's lore. It's connected to it's connected to everything. And I think that Nyanners is going to be a very major character in like the second phase of VShojo lore. But of course, we were going over the older videos first before we start discussing and really going ahead of ourselves about what's coming next, because I already sold my thoughts on that a little bit. But yeah, I really hoped you guys loved this reaction, and I will do more of these live on my streams. So go to twitch.tv/Ezzydesu. I will be reacting to more VTuber lore, both VShojo, but also other lore, Nichi-sanchi, indie VTubers. Just be here live, twitch.tv/Ezzydesu, and you will see me react to these live now instead of me recording them alone. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, do check out my other VTuber reaction videos. I will link them in the description below. I will probably have made a playlist by then. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next VTuber lore reaction video. Goodbye.